Yeah, some customers can be very abrupt and very hard-edged commercially, where they're not willing to make concessions or make an accommodation. I think they're generally few and far between. There are a few. I think if you get ahead of it correctly, and with the rapport building and the proactive bit, you can maybe try and see it coming at least, and then react very, very quickly. And that's where the disappointed, or you get some hints of it, and then, but sometimes you're right, they move from a hint of dissatisfaction to, let's say, terminating a team within a very short gap. In that situation, there's probably something else going on in that customer situation. There's probably other drivers, and whether they reveal those to you or not is difficult. But in those cases, it's usually there's something that is not in our field of vision, that's leading to that. I think that, so it's quite hard to deal with unless, again, you really probe. Is there another vendor that you're looking at, or is there something else that's driving this? Do you have an alternative? If we weren't doing this work, what would you do? So you might be able to flush it out, but you may not be able to change that decision if it came from on high that they've got to move to a new vendor. So yeah, it's down to try and recognize subtle language very early on. And if they seem hell bent on a certain track, then all you do, I think, is explore what that is and ask some hard questions. They may reveal, they may not reveal, but it's almost certainly. So it's very few clients I think will be as aggressive as that, but those that are, it's probably where there's some other agenda going on that can be quite hard to influence once it's underway. So yeah, I think.
If I can just add to that, I think the important thing there is also, although we recognize that there's something out of our control, is not to be defeatist about it, to not just say, oh, okay, now anyway the customer is difficult, therefore I cannot do something. But still to continue on, right? Like Connor was saying, stick to the basics. If you've done all of that and they're still being difficult, yeah, maybe there's nothing else we can do. But to accept it and still keep going, I think that's important. Not just give up at that point and say, oh, anyway, they're this way, so I'm going to step back and not do anything about it. I think that's really, really important as professionals to continue going at it.
Yeah. And I think sometimes breaking the problem into smaller, small bite-sized ones and attacking what is the most painful for the customer and getting that right so that we build confidence. Because from the place, what you said, to come back up, it will be a little difficult and we may have to do a few different things in order to get back up.